curated a list of villains that I want to share with you today and encourage you to read if you have not read them already, if this trope is a trope that you love to read. Heads up, if you're a cookie cutter romance reader, a vanilla bitch, no judgment, okay? I love a cutesy vibe, a swoony vibe, a sweet vibe, but naturally, I'm a Harley Quinn bitch at heart, so I seek Joker vibes. Any type of story that will light and match under my ass is the type of story I want to fucking read. I've always gravitated towards villains in fiction and also in fucking reality because I'm a little bit broken bitch, okay? And we can see the brokenness in the villain. We're all a little bit broken, aren't we, babes? Yes, we fucking are. We search for stories that resonate with us, or maybe you are just an unhinged bitch that likes to read out-of-pocket shit. I've got your back. Do me, I love a villain. They're the best type of romances to read when there's an MMC that is impossible to fucking love, but somehow, in his own twisted fictional way, he hooks you, bitch, and he reels you in. He reels you in, doesn't he? So buckle up. Let's talk about some of the most unhinged villains I've ever fucking read. And honestly, they're some of my favorite book boyfriends I've ever read too. There's something not quite right in my head. You don't have to tell me. Look at my fucking reading history over the past couple of weeks and you'll think the same too. This first novel, take a fucking seat for Untouchable, bitch, by Sam Mariano. I love this book so much. I actually reread it a few months ago. It's one of my all-time favorite standalones. I was obsessed with it when I read it. And every time I've reread it, the obsession doesn't dilute, bitch. No, it multiplies every time. Sam Mariano is the type of author that writes unconventional stories, out-of-pocket shit. Her villains are true villains. And that's something that I love so much because I feel like a lot of the time, authors are trying to write morally black men. Their edges aren't sharp enough. And I want their edges to be sharp enough to cut a bitch. And Carter did that. So this story is definitely not for everyone. The beginning of this story, like the opening scene, is Carter sexually assaulting the FMC Zoe. It is an intense scene. It's very heavy. It could be quite triggering for people. If you are someone that has heavy triggers, these books probably aren't for you. And the dark romance genre in general is probably not a genre that you should be reading. But I was captivated by this story within the first couple of minutes of reading it because instantly when I met Carter, I thought in the back of my head, how the fuck is Sam gonna convince us to love this man? Like, how is she going to convince us that this is okay and the FMC should forgive him? This is advertised as a bullying romance, and at the beginning of the story, it definitely covers that trope, but it's so much more than that. And this is the type of story that really unravels certain psychological dynamics in a sexual, intimate way as well. And that's why I find it so fucking fascinating, because it's not just he sexually assaults Zoe and wants to treat her like shit. It is complex in itself. We are unraveling Carter and the way his mind works, and a story like this also can only land when you've got an FMC that steps into her power, and Zoe displays that in this book. She was equally fascinated with Carter even after the trauma that he gave her, as he was fascinated with her and the emotions and feelings and sexual desire that Zoe sparked in him. It gives you an insight on why certain people have certain desires, why certain people are attracted to each other, and what it would be like to be with a man like Carter. He's one of my favorite book boyfriends I've ever read. Now, would I promote a relationship like this in real life? Absolutely not. But in the fictional world, anything goes, bitch. There is no way in fucking hell I could film this video without talking about Remo from Twisted Pride. Oh my god. Let's talk about villains, bitch. Let's talk about villains. Twisted Pride is the third book in the Cora Chronicles, which is a spin-off series from the Born in Blood. This is a mafia series, baby boo. We're talking New York, Chicago, Las Vegas. The Cora takes place in Las Vegas. You learn about Remo in the Born in Blood series and then in the beginning of the Cora Chronicles. And then when you get to his book, you don't know what to fucking expect. Because this dude is notorious. He's a notorious fucking mobster. A true fucking villain. And he's written like one up until you fucking meet him. If you're not new to my channel, you've seen him. You love him too. You've read him because of me, probably. He comes up with a plan to kidnap the rival mafia in Chicago, Capo's niece, on her wedding day, and wants to fuck around with them, baby. Wants to fuck around with them. He is surprised beyond because she's not what he was expecting. He is terrifying. He's so hardened and brutal, vicious. He's all these things. And then you see this relationship unfold and you cannot help but champion for him to get the girl. I've reread Remo so many times. I feel like this is one of the best books Cora has ever written. I feel like this is one of the best captive romances I've ever read as well. If we're talking about this trope, he has to be featured. This book has to be featured. It was written so fucking well. And I just love Serafina and Remo together. Like, absolute fucking power couple. If you want morally black villain gets the girl, Lola's where you want to go. And when I say morally black, we're talking like a black hole, bitch. A fucking void of complete darkness. This isn't mafia, but it does feature gang wars. Okay, we've got some gang wars going on, bitch. There's crime. Low economical area. And the FMC that Kaden gets involved with is from a rival gang. The book kind of opens up very similar to Untouchable, where there is a sexual assault taking place between Kaden and a few of his gang members and the FMC. There's no redemption for him, or so you think. Then you start reading the story and you learn about Kaden, who he is, where he comes from, what he deals with, all these things, all these layers to him as a character. You kind of get why he is the way he is. I did really enjoy this book. I feel like if you are someone that loves morally black, very questionable characters, villains, true villains, you will love Kaden King. All the things that we love to read when it comes to our MMCs, Kaden is tenfold. So when I was curating this list, I was going through my Goodreads, I was looking up my book rec videos and trying to find who I wanted to put in this video. I definitely have enough books to recommend for this trope to do more than one part. But when I stumbled across this book, I was like, oh my god, I have to put this in this video. Sinister Legacy by Harley Beck. Now, I don't really read or delve into horror erotica much. I know that this genre is an acquired taste and not everyone is going to enjoy this, but if you're already in the dark romance genre and you're reading pretty heavy stories with characters that are on this pedestal, you will love this story. How do I describe this story? Okay, imagine the movie Scream, like the early 2000s Scream movie, like a slasher film, yeah? This is it, bitch. It's like a horror film cross erotica. It is so fucking dark and so good. FMC's just figured out her father is a serial killer and she's kind of dealing with that. Like, how do you deal with that? Like, your dad is a murderer and the town knows who you are and who your father is. And she's also questioning, is that gonna trickle into me? Like, am I going to become a serial killer? There's some dark and gritty shit going on in her life. Amongst all that, she's got someone breaking through her window, bitch, and doing some shit to her. There were parts in this book that I did swoon, but just keep in mind that it's horror erotica. It's not a love story, like as in a romance. So you're not particularly meant to kick your feet and swoon. You may though, you may, but it's meant to be horror, bitch. This is gory, grimy shit. Then we have The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. Okay, I love this story and I loved Riot so much. I actually don't like the rest of the books that I've read in the series. He got me swooning though, and he is the ultimate fucking villain, baby. Ultimate fucking villain. If you have not read any of the stories from the Lord series, it is based around a secret society, which I love. And think of it like a fucking frat house. These men, these college men are a part of this secret society and they get given chosen ones during college. And these girls get assigned to them and they become like their sexual playthings. And they do whatever they want to them. And they're with these girls until they go off and get married to the women that they've been arranged to marry. Riot was fucking fire. Fire, 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 fire. I swooned. I remember like, oh bitch. I remember staying up all night fucking reading this and I was literally just gagged over this man because he does so many fucking things that you're just like, what the actual fuck, bitch? This is not okay. 911 where are you, police? Hello? Like the whole time you were just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But he's so hot, dude, so hot. And he mind fucks this bitch. He mind fucks her so hard that when you're reading him, you're getting mind fucked too. And I love that shit. Just layers upon layers. I'm like an onion, bitch. I've got layers, so I love reading about layers too. They're all the villains for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I want to know in the comments below your favorite fucking villains, because if I haven't read them, I need to go right now and read them as soon as possible. If I was going to rank them, my top 3 would be Carter, then Remo, then Riot, okay? Carter is just the ultimate. Like, you need to read him if you haven't already. I know there's a lot of people that don't like his book and can't even get through the first chapter, and you'll understand why if you haven't read it and then you go and try to read it now. But I just love really complex, deep characters. And you're just like, how is this happening? How is this relationship happening? What the fuck is going on? This is insane, unhinged, out of fucking pocket. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget that my Substack, my free newsletter, the link to sign up is in the description box below. Also, I'm going to be posting some sneak peeks of my book on my Substack in the next couple of days. So if you want to sign up for that, you can do that as well. I will see you guys very soon. I don't know what I'm filming next. I'll surprise you.